All right, time now for a check of our weather. Meteorologist Vanessa Murdock here, and we've been looking back at the last year, and you've got some interesting records for us.
At year's end, it's always interesting to look back at what's happened with the weather. And this year is notable for multiple reasons, but I think most notable is the fact that this was the warmest year on record in Central Park, dating back to the 1860s when records were first kept. Now, the average temperature, 58.1 degrees, well, it exceeds the previous record of 57.6, and that was back in 2012. A warm year. But as we move into the new year, we're going to get a little more crispy out there, and crispy in the sense of cold, and maybe you'll look forward to that more refreshing air in play. Let's talk about rainfall. We are going to exit the year as the 11th wettest on record with just about 59 1/3 inches. So we did not make top 10, but we know it has been an incredibly soggy year for certain. In fact, wettest December's on record. Where do we rank? Well, this year, number 9 is the wettest December, 9th wettest December on record with 6.71 inches. And now just to kind of tally up and wrap things up, we talked about how it was the warmest year on record. This December of 2023 ranks second warmest. Not the warmest, but second nonetheless. And so certainly it has been a very mild month, but we will start the new year off with temperatures much more seasonable. With a live look outside right now, the clouds have been disappearing over the past half hour, so it's breezy and brisk. 45 with winds out of the west at 15 means it feels closer to the upper 30s. Precip chances moving forward. We're going to look at a 20% chance of a shower, unfortunately, around the midnight hour tomorrow, leading into early Monday, the first day of the new year. But it's certainly not a washout. And I think if you're not standing out in Times Square for the ball drop, you might not even notice a few drops passing by. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday right now, questionable, but you know, we're going to keep the forecast relatively dry to start the new year. The temperature trend, it was 47 today. That was down from 55 yesterday, and that cooling trend continues. Tomorrow to wrap the year, it's 45. First day of 2024, a high of 43. 42 on Tuesday. The normal high is 41 degrees. So getting much more close to seasonable as we start 2024. Temperatures right now, it's 33 in Monticello, 43 in Brick. We have 43 in the Hamptons, but again, there's a chill. So it feels like 37 in the Hamptons, also feels like 37 in Sussex. The chill in White Plains right now, 35, and in the park, a real feel of 41. Overhead, we do have a few spotty drops flowing through the region right now. The main avenue has been mostly through the midsection of Jersey. We see here showers traveling down off in the southeasterly direction. These are not overwhelming, but nonetheless, a few spotty showers tonight, and that chance again as we make our way toward the midnight hour tomorrow. That will be courtesy of an area of low pressure diving through the Great Lakes region and bringing a tiny bit of moisture. Let's show you how things look hour by hour as we roll toward 8 p.m. The shower activity out there right now begins to dwindle. Tomorrow morning, we start off with a mix of sun and clouds, and essentially the last day of the year will be just that during daylight hours, a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures in the mid-40s. Then as we make our way toward the overnight, 6 p.m., skies are still dry, but the clouds have filled in. Here we are at midnight. It is not looking overwhelming, which is fantastic news, but certainly there's the opportunity for precipitation, 20% chance at that. We see some snow showers north and west. It will more likely be in the form of raindrops in and around the city, points south and east, anything that does fall. Monday morning, it is dry, but again, we're keeping that slim chance for a shower early. By Monday late, skies are beginning to clear, setting the stage for a bright, beautiful Tuesday, Wednesday as well. But the first day of 2024 will be the transitional day, if you will, with skies clearing. Tonight, 34 degrees, turning partly cloudy. It's basically already done that. It's going to feel like the 20s, though, as winds will be out of the west-northwest at 5 to 15. For your day tomorrow, the last day of 2023, 45 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds, and then again, that midnight hour, late night raindrop or snowflake. For the first day of 2024, some morning flakes or drops, but generally it's seasonable, a high of 43, which feels more like the upper 30s, and skies clearing. As far as New Year's Day records go, well, the warmest was 62 degrees back in 1966, the coldest 4 below in 1918, the soggiest 1888 with over 2 inches of rain, and that with the most snowfall was 1869 when we got 9 inches of snow. But none of that happened for this first day of the new year. Again, it will be very much seasonable cold with skies clearing late in the day. Tuesday, it is 42 degrees with sunshine, looking fine. And then on Wednesday, 45, partly sunny. Thursday, shower chance. Yes, there is. It's a high of 44. And we're watching the potential for a coastal storm. But right now, we don't think it sets up well enough to put it out there completely on the map. But definitely a chance for showers Friday into Saturday right now. Much more seasonable. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s with a dry forecast. So not a picture perfect end to the year, Natalie, with that chance of showers, but it's also not bad.
You know, and I wouldn't have guessed that this year was one of the hottest, but it did feel like one of the wettest. And I think that's because we had so much rain on the weekends.
So much rain on the weekends. We had, I believe, you know, a lot has happened since then, but 8 consecutive weekends where we had at least traced, in a row. And there have been many historic flooding events as well that have plagued the region. So you're absolutely right about it feeling incredibly soggy. Those numbers are out of Central Park. So in other locations, it could have been the wettest on record, but for our reporting site in the park, it just was not ranked quite that high, number 11.
We are hoping that this weekend that chance of rain does not happen.
I know.
We'll
hope I'm wrong.
So yes. Well, thanks so much, Vanessa.